Hello, welcome for the session of computer graphics. Today we will see Introduction to OpenGL. OpenGL is an abbreviation for Open Graphics Library. The objective of today's session is to learn OpenGL primitives, attributes and basic concepts. OpenGL, which is also called as Open Graphics Library, it is a standard specification defining a cross-language, cross-platform API for writing applications that produce 2D and 3D computer graphics. It provides a common set of commands that can be used to manage graphics in different applications on multiple platforms. OpenGL is device independent. It is also platform independent, that is, it can run on any platform like Windows or Linux. It provides different abstractions like GL, GLU, GLUT. It is open source. It is hardware independent software interface, and it also supports client server protocol. Different features in OpenGL are: it provides 3D transformation operations like rotations, scaling and translation. It also provides features for color models that is based on RGB and alpha parameters. It also provides features for lighting, rendering and modeling. Let us see basic OpenGL syntax. Before starting, just note that function names in OpenGL basic library, that is also called OpenGL core library, are prefixed with GL. Each component word with a function name has its first letter capitalized. For example, GL begin, where GL is small and B of the word begin is capital. Similarly, GL clear, GL copy pixels, GL polygon mode, and so on. Then all constants begin with uppercase letters like capital GL underscore. For example, GL begin is a function which takes the parameter GL underscore polygon. So here GL underscore is capital. In above example, component words within a constant name are written in capital letters, that is GL polygon, and the underscore is used as a separator between all component words in the name. Let us see the header files used in OpenGL. For all OpenGL applications, we have to include gl.h header file in every program. Almost all OpenGL applications use GLU, that is the OpenGL utility library. It requires inclusion of glu.h header file. So almost every OpenGL source file begins with #include gl/gl.h and #include gl/glu.h. If you are using GLUT for managing your Windows Manager task, you should include the header file as #include gl/glut.h. It should be noted that glut.h header file includes all the remaining three files, that is gl.h, glu.h and glx.h. So you don't have to include all these three files separately if you are including glut.h header file. For example, in addition, we will often need to include header files that are required by C and C++ code. So for example, the C code will look like as #include stdi.h, stdlib.h, math.h along with your OpenGL header files. If it is a C++ code, Then your program may include iostream.h, stdlib.h, mat.h along with OpenGL header files, then followed by using namespace std. Let us see different primitives available in OpenGL. There are 10 primitive operations available in OpenGL. Let us see each one by one. First one is the GL underscore point. So it is used to draw the points. That is, individual points can be drawn using this primitive. For example, here as shown in the diagram, different vertices, that is points, are drawn using GL points primitive. So one GL points primitive command will draw one point. Next primitive is GL underscore lines. This primitive allows you to draw the line. So pairs of vertices interpreted as individual line segments can be drawn using this GL underscore lines primitives. As shown in the figure, different line segments like V0, V1, V2, V3 and so on can be drawn. So one GL underscore lines primitive will draw one line segment. Third primitive is GL underscore polygon. It is used to draw a polygon, that is, boundary of a simple convex polygon will be drawn using this primitive. As shown in the figure, V0, V1, V2, V3 and V4 is the polygon, are the vertices of the polygon drawn. Next primitive is GL underscore triangles. It is used to draw the triangle's shape. It allows you the use of triples of vertices interpreted as triangles. As shown in the figure, V0, V1, V2 are the three vertices which are used to draw the triangle. Next primitive is GL underscore quads. It allows you to draw quads, that is the shapes which have 4 vertices and 4 sides. So you can draw quadruples of vertices interpreted as 4-sided polygons as shown in the figure. So V0, V1, V2, V3 is one quad. Then next primitive is GL underscore line underscore strip. It allows you to draw a line strip, that is nothing but series of connected line segments. That is, V0, V1 is one line segment. To it another line segment, that is V1, V2 is attached. To it V2, V3 another line segment is attached. So line strip, that is sequence of connected line segments, can be drawn using GL underscore line underscore strip. Then next primitive is GL underscore line underscore loop. So using this you can draw a line loop, means it is similar to line strip, but in line strip the last two vertices are not connected, and in GL underscore line underscore loop the last two vertices are connected to form a closed loop. So V0 and V5 are connected to each other using GL underscore line underscore loop. Next primitive is GL underscore triangle underscore strip. So using GL underscore triangle you can draw a single triangle, but using this GL underscore triangle underscore strip you can draw a triangle strip, that is linked strip of triangles. That is, this V0, V1, V2 is one triangle. To it another triangle, that is V1, V2, V3 is attached, and so on. So a series of triangles can be drawn using GL underscore triangle underscore strip. Next primitive is GL underscore triangle underscore fan. It can be used to draw a triangle fan, that is linked fan of triangles. That is as shown in the figure. If you attach these triangles, then the shape form is similar to fan. Hence it is called triangle fan. Next primitive is GL underscore quads underscore strip. So again it can be used to draw the quad strip, that is sequence of quadrilaterals are linked using a strip. That is V0, V1, V2, V3 is one quadrilateral. To it another second quadrilateral is attached. To it, third quadrilateral is attached and so on. So these are the 10 primitives provided in OpenGL. Then there are various forms of GL vertex function calls. GL vertex function call is required to draw different shapes. So as seen in the figure, GL vertex 3FV is name of the function followed by brackets. Here this 3 is the value which indicate 3 components are used. So the name of the function may include either 2 or 3 or 4. So 2 indicates 2 components, 3 indicates 3 components are used, 4 indicates 4 components are used. Similarly, the F here can take the values F, D, I, S, where F indicates float data type, D indicates double data type, I indicates int data type, and S indicates short data type. Similarly, there exists V, where this V indicates coordinates are stored in a vector if the V is present. So like this, there are different ways in which you can write GL vertex function. It can be GL vertex 2FV, 3FV, 4FV, or it can be GL vertex 3FV or 3DV or 3IV or 3SV. For example, to draw the primitive shape triangle, you can use the functions like this. So GL begin function is first used, which takes the parameter GL triangles because we want to draw the triangle. So after this, your program can start drawing triangle. So as the triangle consists of 3 vertices, we will call the GL vertex function 3 times as there are 3 vertices. So GL vertex 2F function is called, where 2 indicates there are 2 parameters. As you can see, there are 2 parameters to the function, and F means F indicates float data type is used. So for first vertex is 2, 1, second vertex is 1, 1, and third vertex is 0, 2. After drawing all the 3 vertices, then you will call GL end function that indicates end of drawing a triangle. Note that here in GL begin function, it takes one parameter mode. So in this case, that mode is the GL triangle. So what is mode? Mode is the type of primitive we are drawing. So in this example, mode is triangle because we are drawing triangle. Then you can draw several isolated points in 2D using OpenGL. So for example, you can declare an array using GL float. So there is a point PT array, which it takes 2 parameters, 3.0 and 4.0. So either you can use the pixels, you can store the pixels in the array of type GL float, or you can directly specify the pixels. So for example, we want to draw 4 points. So you will start again using GL begin. Because we want to draw points, the parameter is GL underscore points. The first vertex is drawn using GL vertex to F, and the x coordinate is 1 and y coordinate is 2, that is specified by 1, 1.0, 2.0. Similarly, second point is having x and y coordinate 2 and 3. So the function is called as GL vertex 2F 2.0, 3.0. Third point is having x coordinate 3 and 4. You can specify directly, or you can specify in the array PT, which is initialized to 3 and 4, and then you can call GL vertex 2FV function, which is taking the parameter PT, where this PT indicates the array where the coordinates 3 and 4 are stored, and here V indicates that the input parameters are present in the vector. And then the last point is having coordinate 4 and 5. So that is also stored in GL, that is also drawn using GL vertex 2I 4, 5. So here 2 indicates 2 parameters are there, and I indicates the parameters are integer. And then GL end will GL end function is called to stop the. Then you can draw different primitive shapes, like for example GL begin points. GL begin with GL points can be used to draw two pixels as shown here, and similarly GL begin GL underscore line will be used to draw a line where -2 are the coordinates where line will start, that is for example here, and 2 -1 is the second point, that is the end point of the line, and the line will be drawn like this here. Similarly, to draw a polygon, you can store the vertices of the polygons in 4 vectors like P1, P2, P3 and P4 of the data type GL float, and then you can call the GL begin function with the mode GL underscore polygon, and this polygon is having 4 coordinates, so you will call GL vertex function 4 times with P1, P2, P3 and P4 arguments, and because this is called this is drawing 3D polygon, it takes 3 parameters for in each vector, and then at the end you will call the GL end function. Like this you can use OpenGL to draw different primitive shapes. These are the few references used to prepare this PPT. Thank you.